Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a fuck up. Yeah, I can't do nothing right. I'm sorry, I'm a fuck up. Yeah, it ain't no one's.
Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about something multiple things that's a little serious. I know everyone's saying, Jacqueline can actually be serious. Yes. And even though I might laugh through this because it's embarrassing stuff about me, I'm trying to make this pretty serious. A lot of people are going through stuff as in like depression, suicidal thoughts, anything like that. And it breaks my heart to know, because I have gone through it, family members of mine have gone through it. Sorry, the fan was on me. My best friends have gone through it. It seems like everyone's going through it. And it's not a good thing. It's not something to be proud of. And I guess I know this video isn't going to be, oh, everyone's going to watch this and change their mind about how they feel. I know that's not going to happen because I don't have that power or that effect on people, because some things I say might be offensive, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show that it's okay to start thinking like that, but taking the actions is not okay. What I'm trying to say is, no matter what you're going through, there are people who are going through it the exact same thing you're going to, or something worse. There are people you could talk to, and I know this is true because I've gone through so much. It's like you feel like you have to keep everything bottled up inside, and then I can't even speak right now because it's triggering memories about things, and I kept everything bottled inside, and I started going crazy and thinking, well, if this is happening, then what? I can't even remember what I was thinking because I kept bottling up all my anger and my thoughts and my anxiety, and finally one day it just exploded, and I felt like, you know what? No, I don't want to be here. I don't want this to be this. I've gone through so much, and I just don't want this to happen. Thankfully, I have friends who smacked me in the face. Not literally, but with their words. They smacked me in the face with their words. And they were basically telling me to snap out of it. They were telling me, Jacqueline, you are so beautiful. You have so much to live for. You have a family who loves you. You have 2 parents. You have a house or a roof over your head. There's nothing in this world that I don't think you can't do. And I am so grateful for those people. They weren't here in my life. What life would I have? That's saying a lot. And I know so many people have heard this story over and over, and they're probably getting annoyed by how much they hear this story, but I have a life story. Everyone has a life story of their ups and their downs and their in-betweens. I have a story about my life. I've always been a depressed child. I would smile and I would laugh, and I was just pretending, I guess you would say. I got made fun of so much because I was a chunkier kid. I'm still chunky. I'm still fat. I'm still whatever you want to call me. I don't care. Because I already know. But I was always fatter. I was never the prettiest. I was always depressed about it. And you know, I didn't take action. I didn't know what depression was. It was back in first grade. I didn't know what it was. I just thought I was sad. So, I lived with it. Later came, and personal things happened, and it started getting worse. But when I was in, what was it? 5th grade, I believe. My best friend died. Not my best friend, like my grandfather. He was my best friend. He passed away, and I couldn't help him. I held his hand at his wake, and it was ice cold. That's when my life started going downhill. My depression started spiraling out of control. I started getting really bad anxiety attacks. I wasn't happy. That was 4 years ago. He died in 2011. It's 2015. Even though I can never move on, and I'll never be not upset about it, it's time to stop letting my past take over my future. Fifth grade is when I started learning about suicide. When I started to learn about depression. I remember hearing about it. I said, yeah, that's me. And I know everyone would be like, a real person who feels depressed and all that stuff would never say that or anything like that. Or you guys would say something stupid and make sure that I'm just trying to do this all for attention. I'm not. Why would someone choose to do this? Why would someone choose to be like this? Water break, sorry. It's not attention that people want. It's... Back to my story. I'm not going to go full on detail about my whole life because that's just too much stuff you don't need to know. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you don't need to know this and that. It's family. Nobody needs to know about my family. My best friend doesn't even know about my family. And you know what? It's fine. Because it was my past. Anyways, I started learning about depression and suicide, and I did think, yes, this is me. This is how I feel. I never reached out. I never looked for anyone for help. I never told anyone until I was about in 7th grade. Yeah, 2 years. Okay, 2 years of being sad and not feeling true happiness, not feeling you can't smile the right way and you just have to fake everything. Yes, 2 years. And no, I'm not trying to get all mad. It's just, I'm sorry if I sound like I'm getting mad. It's just remembering all this stuff and then getting my anger out and trying to help people, but I'm not trying to get mad or yell at people or think, oh, you shouldn't be like this. No, I'm just trying to get my story across. And people would say something like, oh, it was just 2 years. Yes, 2 years of suffering. And okay. 7th grade, there was a new student. Her name was Bailey. She is now one of my close best friends. So, drama happened with her and me and my other best friend from 2nd grade, Claire. We were all fighting, and there was another new student named Christy. We were all fighting. We're all we're not all friends now, but that's another story for another time. That's not gonna go anywhere. So we were all friends. Then we all stopped talking. Me and Bailey started being friends. Christy and Claire started being friends. And I had to tell my parents because my friend Naomi, I love her so much. She's the reason why, how I reached out. She basically made me go to the office and tell them how I felt. Well, they called my parents to come pick me up because I couldn't be there with those thoughts. I had to open up to my parents and tell my parents everything. The look of disappointment on their face, it killed me so much. And I just wish the floor would just swallow me whole. I didn't want to be there. Soon later, my friend Claire invites me to a church called Stuco. Yes, I'm getting all preachy for a second. I go to Stuco and I end up liking it. And I'm like, I can't believe in God. Where was he when I needed him the most? Why didn't he keep my grandfather here? Why couldn't he just make me be happy? Truth is, no one knows why bad things happen. But bad things happen for a reason. I believe my grandfather's death wasn't a bad thing. Yes, okay, that sounds really weird, but he would have been suffering if he didn't die. If we didn't take him off life support, he would have been suffering on machines for the rest of his life, which would have been how long later? He had been struggling to breathe and in pain. I think it was good we took him off then. And yes, of course I'm going to be sad about it. He was my best friend. He taught me everything. He taught me manners. He taught me respect. He taught me friendship, loyalty. Workmanship. He taught me so much. The point of this video is I'm trying to help people who feel that they're not worth anything. Because you are. You seriously are. I think everyone is beautiful and unique in their own way. And they don't deserve to be treated that way. Whenever I hear about someone who committed suicide, I feel like crying because It reminds me of me. It reminds me of my friends. It reminds me of so many people I know. And not only that it reminds me, that bothers me, it's the fact that to get to that point of depression, someone had to put them there. Someone had to say something so much to make them feel so uncomfortable that they wanted to disappear. They didn't want to live that life. They wanted to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy, and I understand. And I understand that it's hard to go through depression and not be okay, because right now I'm fine. I feel fine. I don't feel great. I feel fine. I can live with things right now, and that's because I found a place where it makes me feel better, or something like that. And it's the fact that so many people feel that way right now, that there's so much drama. I just graduated from middle school. There was so much girl drama. We had to have a girls' assembly just for girls to learn about gossip and stuff. If any of you guys have heard of the KIND campaign, they are amazing. Yes, it's a girls' assembly, and then it's just like Mean Girls. But it's what they do, what they try to do. Because most of the time, yes, it probably does work. But there's still people who don't get that message. But what they're trying and starting to succeed in doing is unbelievable. I would love to be that kind of person. I would love to share my story and have it have an effect on people. But my story is not that interesting. It's not that bad. Everyone says it's not that bad, or it could be worse, and yes, my life could be worse. But being there, everyone lives their life. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. It makes sense in my head, but when I try to say it, it's not working. So, everyone lives. No. Let me reword that. Everyone survives. But some people who go through that, they don't know how to live. Survive. Survival instinct. Eat food, sleep, drink, pee, poo. Yes, that's funny, but it's not. It's survival instincts. Living. Smiling. Laughing. Having fun. Feeling things. Having emotions besides sadness and pain and fear. Someone once asked me, Jacqueline, how can you live through things? How can you just let things slide? How come one thing happens to you one day, and then the next hour or day you're fine? My answer is, I don't know. I don't know. But my grandfather always taught me to never be afraid. He would never say, oh, don't be afraid. But I knew what he was saying. I knew he wouldn't want me to be afraid of the world. I knew that me being depressed is not what he wanted. Yes, everyone goes through a tragedy or tragedies, but they are you can get through them. And I really hope this video helps anyone who is depressed or sad, because I didn't have a video to help me. I watched videos, yeah, and they would cheer me up, but I didn't have a video. I had friends and loved ones, and even then, some of them decided they didn't want to be there for me. I'm sorry this video is so long, but it's important to get my point across. I've been called so many names when I was younger. And I'm going back to that because I know I was talking about it earlier in this video, but I'm going back to that because it's what hurt me. I was called fat, the original, because as you can see I am fat. I was called ugly because as you can see I am not the prettiest. I was called a giant because I am seriously tall, but I took that one as a compliment because I didn't know they were trying to make fun of me. I've been called dirty words, as in a hooker, because I dyed my hair and put on makeup in 5th grade. And I had bigger boobs. But all that was in the past. And moving on from it, is hard. But it's what we have to do. I'm about to be a freshman. I'm about to start high school. I think anyone who feels like that in middle school or elementary school especially, is too young. They shouldn't have to feel that way. That's pain. That's suffering. And I didn't realize how much I was suffering until I realized what I was going through. This isn't a video trying to say, oh, let's get better, watch this video and you'll be feeling so much better. Because I know no one's going to watch this video. I know there's going to be like 2 views on this video. But I'm making this video because if there's anyone who needed someone to call them beautiful or worth it, I'm right here. And if you ever feel sad, just watch this video because you are beautiful and you are worth it, and no one should feel like they have to give up. Because giving up on your life, your precious life, is not worth it. Live your life to the fullest. Everyone says it. But that meaning, there's a meaning behind that. It doesn't just mean, oh, YOLO. It means cherish your life. Treat it as if it were a baby. You squish it too much and that sounds really bad. Oh my god. Let me start that over. Drink break while you guys forget about that last part. I'm babbling and I'm sorry. But you are worth it. Everyone is worth it. Don't give up now. There'll be, and you're worried about relationships and stuff, don't be. 'Cause there will be someone for you. No matter how many heartbreaks you go through, they're just making you stronger and leading you up to the perfect boy or girl that will make sure you're okay. Oh my god. And even though I know no one's going to watch this video, I'm going to be posting it because someone needs to know that someone's here for them. And if no one else has your back, I got your back. Alright guys, this video is too long. I'm so sorry. Just know that I love you. You're beautiful. You're worth it. And negative things that anyone says to you are just jealousy. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. And like, comment, subscribe if you want more serious videos like this. 'Cause I'm okay with talking about this. Bye.
Have no fear, your hero is here. My super sense is telling me that danger is near.